Alright, so next up, we have this video from Dr. Insanity. Shout out to my nigga Dr. Insanity. He is one of the best channels when it comes to anything crime. We got this video from 2 weeks ago titled, Evil Wife Poisons Husband to Steal $37 million! Let's see what they talking about.
If you don't sub,
your mammy can't save you. I'ma tie your ass up. I'ma
Alright. One more time.
if you don't sub,
your mammy can't save you. I'ma tie your ass up. I'ma
Alright. For real though, let's get one more time.
if you don't sub,
your mammy can't save you. I'ma tie your ass up. I'ma
Alright, that's last time for real. Let's get straight to it.
if you
Nah.
don't sub,
your mammy can't save you. I'ma tie your ass up. I'ma
Alright, for real. Let's get to it. We in it.
He gets his inheritance this afternoon. That's why we're moving. We're gonna pay all our bills off that we need to pay off, and then take a long look. He gets his inheritance this afternoon. That's why we're moving. We're gonna pay all our bills off that we need to pay off, and then take a long vacation.
Less than 24 hours from this footage, Ina Thea-Kanoyer's husband, Steve Riley, was life-flighted to the hospital due to a sudden sickness that immobilized his body. Within an hour of being at the hospital, he would pass away.
That is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, like, poisoning a loved one for money, gang, like, that's what I be saying, bro. Like, wow. And they're an older couple, so it's looking like they've been together for a long time. And damn.
I thought everybody knew.
Damn.
Oh my God.
What the cop doesn't realize at this time is that Ina is a very good actor, and she knows far more about Steve's sickness than she leads on. You see, Steve was less than an hour away from cashing in a $37 million inheritance payment when he became fatally ill. And as the multi-week investigation...
Why couldn't y'all be up together? Why did you want it all to yourself? That's so selfish. $37 million inheritance check? Who the f died? Michael nigga Jackson nigga? Shit. Who the fuck?
Investigation would progress. Detectives would quickly discover that Steve's death was due to poisoning.
Antifreeze.
Discover that Steve's death was
Bro,
due to
no
poisoning.
way she put antifreeze in this man's Gatorade. That's not funny. Why?
Detectives would quickly discover that
She
Steve's death
handed bro a green Gatorade full of antifreeze for the windshield wiper fluid.
investigation would
Nah, that's
progress.
crazy. That's not funny though.
Detectives would quickly discover that Steve's death was due to poisoning. Someone had killed him, and everyone close to Steve
That's crazy.
all had dire needs to claim his newfound fortune by any means necessary.
It was like 20-something million. Best thing you can do is get on a plane and don't look back.
God damn. See, that's why when you get blessings, bro, sometimes, like, you don't always have to tell everybody everything, bro. Sometimes, bro, you just gotta keep that shit in silence, bro, because niggas will snake you out, bro, for real. Like, that shit really be crazy. Like, gotta watch out who you keep around you, bro. Like, these were probably his friends for 15, 20 years, bro. These niggas are 60, bro. You gotta realize.
It's the police department. It's not Chad.
This body cam was recorded the night before Steve Riley's death. Steve and Ina's drunken neighbor had been harassing them and other residents of the neighborhood, so Ina called 911 to de-escalate the situation. What makes this specific footage interesting is not the situation with their drunken neighbor, but rather what Ina would tell police after. Her $37 million inheritance fund that she's just hours away from cashing in.
Sorry.
You thought it was Chad?
Yeah.
Who was
He's been
Chad on?
trying to kick in everybody's door.
Who was he
He
on here
was busted to my light. Look at the garbage can.
Damn.
Who was he fighting with out here?
My fiance. He went for a walk. Pulled down.
Who's your fiance?
Steve Riley.
Steve Riley?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your name?
I'm Ina.
Okay. Is your fiance hurt at all?
He got gash on his forehead.
Okay.
You know, we just want to talk with him too, just to make sure he's all right if possible. There's blood all the way over there. That's Jessica. So what actually happened tonight? What were they fighting over?
Chad was trying to kick in the door.
Just for no reason, or just
drunk. He does that.
Where do you think your fiance would have went? So we could just
Bro.
get inside of the story real quick.
Certain people, bro, all of my people that drink, bro, if you drink and you start acting crazy off the alcohol, bro, you do not need to drink anymore, bro. There's a lot of addictions that are normalized, and tree and drink are two of them, bro. Right there, bro. Y'all be drinking and it be every night. It be club. Boy, go home. You know what I'm saying? Or it be people just be drinking at the crib. Like, I just see people every day just posted up with a bottle, like just trying to show that they live in that party lifestyle. But it's like, bro, like, I know like, it be the girls too. Like, I know your coochie stank. You don't post nothing but Nick and Alk. Nigga, where is your water?
So you got a phone on him?
No, we don't have a phone until this afternoon.
But this is where Ina reveals something she
Until
shouldn't
this afternoon.
have. Their plans to pay off all of their bills, which had over the years been racking up. And she does this for one reason: to brag.
He gets his inheritance this afternoon. That's why we're moving. We're gonna pay all our bills off that we need to pay off. His lawyer gets here today at 2 to sign the paperwork for his money.
Okay.
And then he's gonna go pay that. And his lawyer gonna pay the rest of his child support. And then take a long vacation.
According to Ina, Steve is set to receive an inheritance from his late
Like,
uncle.
nobody even asked you that, bro. Like, okay. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's kind of crazy because it's like she is, like, in a sense, just trying to converse with them. And they are, like, not, like, fucking with this. Okay. They don't care about none of that. Like, damn, the nigga ain't died yet. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
For his child support. And then take a long vacation.
According to Ina, Steve is set to receive an inheritance from his late uncle tomorrow, which supposedly is enough money to turn their lives around completely. What police don't realize at this time is how
37
enormous this
million.
inheritance sum really
That
is.
is wild, bro. I would tell my wife, bro, but I wouldn't tell her how much it is. Like, we don't have no joint bank account. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm getting this inheritance. You feel me? It's gonna be like 200K, 300K. That's what I say at first. No cap. And then all that other money, bro, I'm gonna be like, bro, I just made a stretch, bro. I ain't seen. You ain't knowing how much it is, bro.
From a man named Marcus Riley, who claimed to be Steve's long-lost uncle from Ireland. He had explained that he finally wanted to get in touch with his nephew, Steve. After connecting with each other, Steve had learned he was in line to receive an inheritance upon his uncle's passing, which was a sum of over $17 million at the time. This was enough to permanently fix the financial struggles he and Ina had been dealing with. A couple of years later, 4 months prior to the footage you just watched, Steve would learn of his uncle's passing from a British lawyer who had contacted him. Additionally, he would learn that his $17 million inheritance had grown to over $30 million due to his uncle's successful investments over the years.
God damn.
Ina cannot hold herself from boasting to the police. Tomorrow, they plan to meet with their lawyer to officially sign the documents.
What a snaky bitch. Like, I'm just thinking about this shit. Like, she a slimy little whore.
The $30 million inheritance fund. The two plan to take the money and live with Steve's long-lost family in Ireland, quote, living in the castles. In less than 24 hours, Ina will be rich. So as officers leave for the night, Ina would make one final statement about how her life was about to change forever.
If you want to step back inside, and then if Steve shows back up, we're going to try to look for him to get his side of the story as well. But if Steve shows back up, if
How do you bring it back up?
Give us a call. We'll talk to him then, okay?
Yeah, he's gonna stop by anyways, like I said.
Sounds good.
I've only been able to put like $5 on his fines, but at least it was something.
Okay,
But-
sounds good.
We're gonna pay it all.
Stop, 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 stop. It shocks me that people are actually like this, bro. People, something good happened to you, you just can't shut the fuck up. What the fuck do this gotta do with them? They clearly weren't interested the first time.
Off all at once.
Perfect. Thank you.
Steve would return to his and Ina's apartment that night, and the two would patiently wait, not being able to sleep.
I'm already
as
knowing.
They counted down the hours until they would receive their millions.
I wouldn't be able
The
to
plan
sleep.
to receive the funds was simple. At 2 p.m., the group would go to the airport to meet their lawyer, who was flying in with their inheritance paperwork. Ina and Steve obliged and would arrive at the airport alongside their two friends, Billy and Wes, before patiently waiting. However, while they were waiting for the lawyer's arrival, Steve would become extremely sick. He would claim feeling drunk, even throwing up in the airport bathrooms. His heart rate was rapidly increasing, and his condition worsened to the point where Wes decided to take him home to help him treat his sickness. Ina would wait at the airport for the lawyer to arrive. However, he would never show up. And after a couple of hours with no lawyer, no money, and a sick fiancé, she would return home as well. Everyone believed.
So the lawyer never even showed up. So she killed her husband and she never even got the money. Why would you kill him before he can even sign the paperwork? Doesn't make any sense. Like you're not even thinking. Let him receive the funds first. Can the funds reach the nigga bank first, bitch? Like,
that Steve had suffered from a heat stroke as a result of working on his truck for hours that morning. But Steve's symptoms were far more fatal than the heat strokes he had received in the past, even experiencing fatal signs of kidney failure throughout the night.
damn.
And in the morning, Steve would become completely unresponsive, forcing Ina to call 911.
God damn.
What? My husband's really sick. He got heat stroke yesterday, and now he's not waking up. And come on, wake up!
You know what you did, man.
I don't have a phone number. It's a phone that never got finished getting set up. Come on, babe.
How the fuck are you calling?
I've been trying everything. Ice, water.
Okay, but he is breathing?
Yes. He's snoring. He won't talk to me anymore. He won't look at me. He won't open his eyes.
Nah, that's scary.
Okay, I've got help on the way. Just
He's
keep an eye on his
breathing?
breathing, and if anything changes with his breathing, tell me immediately.
He's breathing, but his eyes are closed.
Hello? Yeah. It's Officer Sullivan, Minot PD.
Inside the home, officers would find Steve fully unresponsive, and they would drag him out of the house through piles of trash and filth.
Ew,
Luckily,
bro.
He was rushed to the nearest hospital, but with his condition so poor, he would be flown to the St. Alexis Hospital to undergo more professional treatment.
Damn, they had
Before we get
to.
to that, I want to help you understand a heat stroke, which caused his illness.
Beautiful snipe. Yo, what's good? Queso fan. Queso fan in the chat.
Her throughout the day as Steve was being treated. Unfortunately, Steve would never again regain consciousness.
That's fucking wild, bro. You watching this video right now. It's titled "Evil Wife Poisons Husband for Stealing 37 Million." To steal 37 million. That's not what it said. My bad.
It's Billy Burkhead.
Billy Burkhead.
His neighbor. And he was with
I'm doing
Steve
good, bro. I'm
the
doing
entirety
great,
of
bro.
his
How you
son's
feeling
sickness,
on
even
this
working
Sunday
the truck with Steve and traveling with him to the
night?
airport. Billy simply refused to believe that Steve's death was caused by heat stroke, especially
He said he was
since Steve
poisoned.
seemed perfectly fine all day until they reached the airport. Instead, Billy suspected something far more sinister and wanted to share his theory with the detectives. So, the day after Steve's death, Billy would call officers back to apartment 912A to detail his
912A?
side of the story.
We think she poisoned him. Oh, I'm not sure she poisoned him.
So what's your plan right now?
We're making sure nothing goes. Because you know when they go to jail, they die.
I mean,
People come and clean them out.
how long are you gonna stay here?
I'll stay here until the sun gets here.
Oh, when's the sun supposed to get here?
I'm not dead. I told you.
He
Stop!
He's dead. And he was poisoned.
Billy's explanation for
Damn, he
Steve's
said that to her face? Oh shit. That's his that's his friend, bro. That's his friend. He's standing on business by his mans.
And he was poisoned.
Yeah, and he was poisoned. Yeah, bitch.
Death is, well, horrifying. If Ina truly did poison Steve, then his symptoms would make sense and would add up far more than
That's a
the
smart
idea of
nigga.
having a heat stroke.
That's a smart nigga.
However, why would Ina want to poison her husband if they were about to live such a good life? Well, Billy seems to have the exact answer to that question.
She wanted that all for herself.
She threw all his stuff out the yard.
From his house?
Yeah, and he come out and he was holding his head down. And then we're supposed to go up to the airport and meet this guy because he's supposed to get quite a bit of money. Come back, we had to help him out of the car, had to help him in the house. And
Damn.
everything was fine until he come home. And then the next morning, she's throwing all his stuff out. She was supposed to call the ambulance. She never called the ambulance.
Billy thinks that Ina was secretly planning to split with Steve after the inheritance was received, even going so far as to throw his belongings out of the house after they returned from the airport. Even worse is that Ina lied about getting help for Steve after they returned from the airport, pretending to take him to get treated when in reality, they never left the house. Unfortunately, Ina overheard all of this talk. And
Mountain Dew
decided
is
to
so
give Billy
fucking
a
nasty.
piece of her own mind.
I'm taking off. I'm not worthy of my husband. Dead or alive.
Hey, stay out here. Hey, stay out here.
What the hell is she?
Take a picture.
Picture of what?
Billy.
Why'd
Here.
why'd
With truck.
What? Bitch?
Steve collapsed yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Went to the hospital. I found out he was poisoned.
How'd you find that out?
Doctor told me. I'm just telling you, son, don't ever stop after these people. They're nasty people. They're nasty.
Poor dog, bro. Mountain Dew is one of the nastiest shits I've ever tasted in my life.
Calling them evil people. It's become more clear that Steve's death was far more sinister than officers had first expected. Officers now had a potential homicide case to investigate. But one officer accidentally broke the news to Ina that her fiancé had passed away.
I thought everybody knew. I'm sorry.
That nigga, you knew that nigga was dead, bro.
I guess the son is on his way here. Okay. Apparently the son is on the way here. So.
Son better put them all in prison.
Ina's reaction to her husband's passing is one of the strangest I've ever seen.
She
starts
cried
bawling her eyes out
for a
then
second
suddenly
and then
jumps
stops.
right back to her normal self, as if she hadn't even heard the terrible news to begin with. It's becoming more and more clear that something is not adding up. Billy was not the only person to initially put the blame on Ina. In fact, he was only one of many who would come forward with their concerns. In fact, Billy's wife, Lynn, had stated that Ina had made horrifying statements in the past, alluding that if she was to ever kill her partner, she would poison him using an antifreeze.
What the fuck? I did see the bare feet outside. Don't think I ain't Pete, but like, look at her. I wasn't look at her arm. I wasn't expecting nothing better from this woman right here. Look at the trash. Look at the just look at this little bitch right here. Look at her. I didn't think she was gonna do nothing different.
Something is not adding up.
I ain't gonna lie, chat. I might give me a pizza.
He was not the only person to initially put the blame on Ina. In fact, he was only one of many who would come forward with their concerns. In fact, Billy's wife, Lynn, had stated that Ina had made horrifying statements in the past, alluding that if she was to ever kill her partner, she would poison him.
With antifreeze? Like, why the hell would you say if I were to ever...
Already incriminating information, Steve would be tested for ethylene glycol in his bloodstream. Ingredient in antifreeze. To nobody's surprise, the results showed toxic levels of ethylene glycol in his system. This information would serve as the catalyst for initiating a formal homicide investigation into the death of Steve Riley.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
Of ethylene glycol in his system. This information would serve.
Your mom made pizza for dinner. Oh my gosh, bro! Like, what kind of pizza? It was just regular pizza, pepperoni. What was on that bit? W Moms.
Steve Riley. Following the commencement of the investigation, a series
That's so
of
wild,
intensive
bro.
interrogations would be conducted with all parties connected to the incident, including Ina, to ultimately solve Steve's murder. However, before Ina would launch a plan of her own.
We know what happened, man.
It must have been made apparent to her that she was in hot water, as the day after this encounter with the police, she would call them back to apartment 912A to explain theories of her own.
Hi.
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on?
I don't know.
We've been here.
He keeps trying to take Steve's truck.
Where's the truck at?
In the garage.
Is this the paperwork on the thing? Or?
No. This is property that Steve was buying after his inheritance got here. I think he left it to his son, but I had to Google where to go to get his inheritance switched over to the people he left it to. I don't know. The day he was supposed to meet his...
What the fuck are you laughing about?
Apparently, I thought it was
cheese pizza. Oh no.
Apparently he was
Cheese pizza is a solid like
I'm finding out.
banger, bro. Like.
Alright.
What?
I'm finding out. With antifreeze.
Alright.
And I don't know how to get a hold of the guy in London with his inheritance. He should be here in town.
How many times has she said inheritance, chat? Anybody know?
Trying to figure out why.
Ina seems to conspire to the idea that Steve may have drank the antifreeze himself, or that someone may have poisoned him. However, despite all the suspicion being thrown her way, she can only stay on track for minutes before going back on tangents about her inheritance fund. It was clear at this point...
she just can't, she can't stop fucking talking about it. What is wrong with her? She can't stop.
Before going back on tangents about her inheritance fund.
Bro, I don't get it.
It was clear at this point that somebody had poisoned Steve. The idea of this being self-inflicted was unlikely, as Steve had a life-changing amount of money waiting for him, and would have had to drink the antifreeze just hours before going to claim the cash. Clearly, Ina can be made out as the lead suspect.
Why the fuck would he drink antifreeze himself if he has a million?
Going to claim the cash. Clearly, Ina can be made out as the lead suspect due to the amount of fingers being pointed her way, but the other potential suspects should not be ruled out either. With this in mind, officers would bring their first suspect in for questioning, Rebecca. Rebecca was another neighbor of Ina and Steve's who was very involved with the entire case so far, pitching her opinion to police whenever she could. Rebecca was brought in primarily to add to the pile of evidence to confront Ina with later, but as the interview would continue, strange red flags would arise from Rebecca's odd personality.
You guys know my daughter?
Kayla? Yeah, how's she doing?
Yesterday, God works in mysterious ways. She was arrested, released. She said, this is, the demons that are in her, the spirits that follow her, was able to change her butt cheeks. So maybe they'll stop following her now, she said.
Yeah, well, hopefully she gets the help she needs.
What?
Starting off a homicide interview explaining how demons left your daughter's butt is an interesting way of proving
Like,
your innocence.
you know
But
what
the
I'm saying?
detective isn't here to judge, rather to get to the bottom of Steve's death. So he'll ignore these strange remarks.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna text my mom back in a second, man.
I'm a nosy neighbor.
It's good. I like it.
Well, I know what cars belong, what cars don't, who lives in my neighborhood, who doesn't.
Yeah.
So yes.
That's good. We're investigating Steve's passing just because it sounds like maybe there's something
I'll tell you
suspicious about
all
what
I
happened.
know, whatever
Yeah.
I know.
How long have Steve and Ina lived there that you know of?
Approximately 2 years.
No drip, no drip, no drip.
First year was
It's cause, bro, the people who have drip have common sense. Like, the drip comes with the common sense. The common sense is an extension of the drip. You feel me?
was looking great, doing great. The past year, I don't know if she suffers from mental illness at times, but her
She ugly as
mental
shit,
state
too.
went downhill the past year.
Okay.
When you lose weight, when you're not acting right, shady stuff going on, you're not working. Yes, he was.
Let me see if this bitch work.
The past couple months.
It seems as though Steve's life wasn't as straightforward as initially thought. Having drug issues,
Alright, I ordered the
weight
pizza, it's on the
loss,
way.
and possibly depression.
Mm.
Whether or not Ina was a large contributor to these deteriorating issues is something they will
Hey, nigga, when I make it big, I'm gonna get 543 tatted on me, and it's gonna be for you.
soon learn, as this interview would become a pivotal piece.
I'm gonna get my first viewer's name tatted, bro.
To dismantle her defense
My first
entirely during
consistent
the
viewer.
interrogation.
And it got worse.
Just like somewhere small, like right
last
here.
couple months.
You think likely that theme,
Probably,
whatever.
yeah.
Queso fan 543.
Yeah.
Okay.
And alcohol use too.
Okay.
Yes.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Of course they have alcohol use. Just like, okay, bro, Queso fan, chat. Being honest, like, if you looked at them, could you have told me they had alcohol problems and abuse just off the looks, just off the way they look, right? I'm gonna pull up this picture one more time, right? You mean to tell me you wouldn't think this? This is the thumbnail, by the way. You wouldn't think. Let me open my door so it's some airflow up in it. Ain't nobody home anyway. Y'all still be getting freaked out when nobody's home and y'all home alone, thinking somebody's gonna like break in, because I do too. I ain't gonna lie. She literally looks like she shoots heroin in her fucking asshole and puts bags of cocaine in her fucking vagina.
Something they will soon learn, as this interview would become a pivotal piece of evidence, laying the groundwork to
Facts.
dismantle her defense entirely during the
She look like she be on that
And
cocaina.
it got worse the past couple months.
You think likely that theme,
Probably.
whatever. Okay.
Yes.
What do you think she was using?
Yeah.
Okay.
And alcohol use too.
Okay.
Yes.
Both of them with
Yes.
alcohol? Okay. So Steve had mentioned before, like in the past, about getting money.
Yes.
How many, like?
2 million.
The amount Steve had planned to receive was something he kept very secret.
Yeah. He lied to a lot of people. 2 million. This nigga was about to get 37 M's, bro. 37 M's. That's almost $40 million. Nah, see what I'm saying? Is my chat on the screen? You can see it, right? Okay, yeah, you can see my chat. Bro. She mixed with the cocaina. You know what's actually crazy? Story time. Quick little intermission story time. I used to work at McDonald's, right? I used to work at McDonald's. Up until very recently, actually. I quit McDonald's in November, right? So I remember me and my dog, I used to have a friend that used to work at McDonald's. His name was Zay, right? Zay, cool dude, great guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? One of the coolest people I met at the whole McDonald's, you know what I'm saying, situation. He was a great guy, you feel me? Cool dude. Bro. Me and bro used to go to the bathroom and tap the little carts, you know, little smoke break. You know, we teenagers, gang. Of course we did. You know what I'm saying? So when we used to go fire up, you feel me? Like, it was somebody in the stall. Me and him was both in the bathroom. It was somebody. Oh no, this wasn't Zay. It was my dog. We'll call him Paul. It was my dog Paul in the bathroom with me. So a nigga is in the stall and all you hear is and then he would like occasionally spit or whatever, right? And it was like that for like 5 minutes. We waiting for him to get out the stall so that me and him can go in the stall and we could do what we do. You know what I'm saying? So after bro gets out of the stall, bro, we get in the stall, gang. And I look like behind like the little toilet, gang. Bro, it is literally all I see is straight white powder all behind. Bro, this nigga took a break from driving to come into the McDonald's bathroom to snort some booger sugar to get back on the road. It was some Mexican guy. Yeah. It was crazy. But yeah, I just had to get out of story time real quick, but we back to it. Yeah,
Lying to people like Rebecca on how
literally,
much he was actually
yes,
getting.
literally, we caught, yes, literally.
Found out this number was much, much larger than 2 million.
His uncle passed away. Yes. First, he said he was going to leave it to Ina, and then they were fighting. And a couple months later, he said he went back and changed the will. He told me, he was like, don't tell Ina, but I changed it.
This statement from Rebecca would explain what Ina was talking about last time she spoke to police, and how she was trying to switch the will over from Steve's son to herself.
To herself,
If
yeah.
Ina discovered his plan, it would have given her a strong incentive to do whatever
Well, she
it
did,
took
yes.
to change the will back in her favor, possibly by any means necessary.
That's crazy.
5 months and he told me, yeah, I got a will. I'm leaving everything to Ina if something happens. And then it seemed like 2 months after that, he's like, that ain't getting nothing. Okay.
So that was just it.
Yep. That's how yeah.
Was he ever talking about leaving Ina?
Nah, he wasn't lying though. Like, bro was speaking facts. She literally killed him for the bag. You know what I'm saying? Why not, like, there's other ways you could have went about it. You could have just acted right a little bit and then split. Like, there was other shit you could have did, Shawty, to try to finesse the bag. But you just crashed out. There's other ways to get money, bro.
You know, I'm gonna get this money and leave her, get my own place, so go back to California.
Okay.
I met her son last night.
Oh, okay. Her son came?
No, I'm sorry, his son, Steve's son.
Yeah.
I'm old.
That's okay.
He flew in. He came up to my apartment. But as he's leaving, she came up, knocked on my door.
When he was up there?
Yeah,
okay.
to get him. I think she was nervous. It was like she was pissed he was up there. And then she's like, I just want to let you know I found the will papers.
So she said in front of you that she found will papers?
Yes. Yep.
So she found him.
Obsessed with the idea that she was about to live the life of her dreams.
So she found the will papers where bro had changed the will from her to the son because she wasn't acting right and she got very heated.
Rumors of Steve leaving her, it seems Ina became terrified that she might not receive the funds and would be stuck with her depressive living conditions. It's now become obvious how these events and Steve's strange death could be correlated to one another. However, as Rebecca had stated herself, she was a nosy neighbor, looking for any rumors or conspiracy theories to help solve the neighborhood drama.
How I beat the schoolboy runaway? Hell
40
no.
minutes of completely false information Rebecca gave to detectives.
Damn.
Which certainly doesn't add to her authenticity. In order to further
40 minutes of false information? What the fuck?
Certainly doesn't add to her authenticity. In order to further confirm the accuracy of these claims,
I'm gonna probably get back into it Monday or Tuesday. Probably. Do a part 2.
And Billy Burkhead. If anyone would be able to give proper insight into Steve's life, it would be these two, as they were by far the closest people to Steve.
His son got a little drip though.
The case of
He a little clean.
passing. You're really
I bet, I bet she has a vibrator. It's crazy. I bet she got a vibrator. It's crazy. This nigga, man, this man came so fan 543 on some freak shit.
When you guys talked to him last year?
Yeah. He was talking about how he was getting a large sum of money, and he kind of just wanted to leave her because she didn't really have a job and was like leeching off of him.
Did you ever talk about leaving Hina?
All the time. Hey, in my head, I was like, this nigga gonna say all the time. I was like, I was already knowing, bro. Cause like, that's just what it seemed like. That's just what it seemed like. Hold on. Hold on, real quick. I gotta check my leg. I gotta make sure bro not in the game. So yeah. This one probably gonna hit. Brooke Lopez look like he want to hoop. Don't look bad though. We gonna get back into it later. Don't look bad right now. Of course, brand 2 be off brand 2 be movie. Hey.
She talked all the time, every day. She talked about poisoning Steve. And
that's
me,
wild.
because we're always together, and she didn't like that. And I don't know how much it was. It's supposed to be. It's way up there in the money. It was like 20-something million. Best thing you can do is get on a plane and don't look back.
Yeah.
That's the best thing you can do.
That's a lot of fucking money.
The piece of information the detectives receive leads straight to Ina as the killer. It also makes sense.
It was
why
her,
Ina
bro.
hated Billy and Steve's son so much, as they
It was her,
knew
bro.
far more information than she would have liked about the inheritance and her schemes to obtain it. These interviews,
Cause she told everybody her plan.
Detectives got all the information they needed from the two and could directly confront Ina with it. But before leaving, they would break disturbing news to Ryan, which would make this case even more of a terrible tragedy.
He don't know. This nigga don't know his dad died yet.
Now, I'm thinking that's the same thing we're thinking. Which, I mean, I don't.
Or he's not getting the money.
Sure, but by all accounts of looking at it, it looks like it's a scam. Looks like it's a. I mean, the letter has different fonts in it and things.
Oh.
So, and the fact that your dad had gone there several times to meet with some lawyer, never showed up to the airport.
Oh, this nigga was getting scammed. So his wife killed him to get some money. The whole time he was getting scammed. Chat. This is heavy. I ain't gonna cap. This is heavy, gang. Wow.
It always came back undeliverable.
The inheritance
was a scam.
Steve had lived for the past 7 years under the impression that if he just patiently waited, living through his terrible living conditions, he would come out with more money than he could dream of and finally enjoy life. Even worse,
and he never even found out. He never even found out that it was a scam. This scam literally killed him. It literally ended his life, and he never even found out it was a scam. He probably thinks, that's wild, bro.
And finally enjoy life.
That's wild,
Even
bro.
worse was that this very scam that stagnated his life for years may have been the cause of his very own death. With such a pity of a case, detectives would go on to interview a handful of other suspects in order to get as much information as they possibly could to help break down Ina's defense.
Wow.
And after multiple days of interviews, the day finally came to confront Ina with everything they've gathered. But despite all this evidence against her, officers knew they would have a hard time prosecuting Ina without a confession or
6 feet
incriminating
under.
statements, and that's exactly what they were determined to get. Inside this cut-down, 1.5-hour interview,
it's
you'll see
wild.
some of the most clever interrogation tactics I've ever shown on this channel, slowly dismantling Ina's story until all she has left is an incoherent string of lies.
So, like I said, we had been just talking to everyone, like Billy, Wes, everybody that kind of just knew Steve, just to get an idea of like what was going on in his life. So, you and Steve were in a relationship.
Yep.
Okay, how long had you guys been together?
13 years.
Okay.
13 years.
Homeless shelter.
In
buffet.
Hey, bro. I don't want nobody I'm meeting in a homeless shelter. If I'm down bad, I don't want to. I ain't with all that fairy tale. Both came out of homeless shelters. I ain't with that, man. I ain't with that. I need somebody that's doing better than me to inspire me to do better. You know what I'm saying? She need the book. I hope they throw the book at this little bitch. I ain't gonna lie. I hope they throw the book at this little whore. This whore needs the book thrown at her. I need some like why are y'all worried about finding love in fucking and all that shit, and y'all both in a homeless shelter? You should be worried about getting up out of the situation you in.
In Washington, okay.
I feel like
detectives would go on to get more information about Ina and Steve's early relationship, but it wouldn't last long before Ina would start conspiring against Billy and others she wanted to paint as suspects.
Of course.
And I begged him to, stay away from him. We've even gotten into fights.
To stay away from Lynn?
Billy and Lynn.
Okay.
I don't like calling people nasty, and they've seen them worse than Steve because he's tall and mean looking. People were intimidated by him.
Okay.
Just by his look.
So why would you want him to stay away from Billy and Lynn?
Because they're really
electric chair, no cap, fry that little bitch. Nah, bitch, make her drink some antifreeze, man. That's what we need to do, man. Make these niggas go out by the way that they killed other people. Have somebody put them in a room with no weapon. Put them in a hotel with no weapon and have them get chased by a nigga with a machete, nigga. Yeah, nigga. You put antifreeze in his drink, you gonna drink some antifreeze Gatorade, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think we should do. Make her drink that damn Mountain Dew, nigga. The fuck? These people need to start going out the way that they need to start feeling that pain and that suffering and that scaredness that they inflicted upon these people. Let me get a W in the chat if I'm speaking facts.
I knew they did more than pot,
I ain't gonna lie though, I would hit this. Like, this is low-key some, like, being real, like, on everybody's life in this chat. We all hitting this. Like, if we being real.
Did Steve smoke more than marijuana?
No, he's allergic to marijuana.
Okay.
Allergic?
Did he use other drugs?
Allergic to marijuana?
Not for the longest time.
Who was using?
No.
Okay. So
no.
He didn't.
After that, after he got the max the last time.
Yep.
He's like, screw this.
Okay.
I'm gonna just do what I want and want what I want.
Okay. So that's when he started using?
I think so.
Okay.
This would be the first of Ina's lies during this interrogation. She knew Steve had been using long before the incident she described, but in order to make Billy seem like the villain in their lives, she wanted to make it seem as though he was the reason for Steve's drug use. Take note of Ina's body language while she clearly lies. She glances up and avoids eye contact, constantly fidgets and scratches her skin, and most notably, stutters and slurs on her speech as she tries
to come up. Yeah.
Keep this in mind for the rest of the interrogation, and you'll be able to accurately point out when Ina isn't telling the truth. But now, the police would ask her perhaps...
Let's keep that in mind, chat. So when you see her avoiding eye contact, fidgeting, scratching them saggy-ass, juicy-ass titties, or stuttering, she's fucking lying.
Point out when Ina isn't telling the truth. But now, the police would ask her perhaps the most intriguing question. What exactly did she plan to do with the inheritance money?
So when did he find out about this inheritance?
I want to say 3 months ago, 4 months ago.
So what is the inheritance? I know you had shown that first day Lieutenant Dake and I came. You showed us kind of that letter that was on Steve's phone. Is that's the inheritance? That was the.
When's the pizza coming? This shit been saying 27 minutes for 27 minutes, my nigga. So, being honest, I don't know when the fuck this shit is coming. I ain't gonna cap. How long ago did this shit hit my card? Let me see. Hold on, let me see. I just fucked up the function. I just fucked it up. I think like 20 minutes ago. I don't know. This shit not trying to show, but I think like 20 minutes ago.
And he was talking to an actual lawyer, I guess.
Okay.
From London.
But so this lawyer reached out to him and said he's.
I guess. I don't even know how he found out about it. It just appeared. And he was reading that the money wasn't cursed or whatever. Every single person that went for the Riley money over there, even this 21-year-old, had passed away.
Clearly, Ina is running out of resources to take suspicion off herself, and the detectives won't take long.
Had passed away.
Clearly, Ina is running out of resources to
like
take
30
suspicion
minutes
off
probably.
herself, and the detectives won't take long before making her abundantly aware of how horrible of a liar she is. But for now, they'd like to get some more information on this inheritance.
Niggas be doing the worst of the worst crimes and then be horrible liars. Like, you think they'd at least be good liars if they gonna be doing shit like this.
Ina would admit to trying to claim it all for herself.
It's not like the evidence is running her out of the fucking interrogation room. She's running herself out of
It
there.
was supposed to be 17 million. 17,500,000. So, but with all the property sold off, it ended up being 37.
Yo, turn around. I'm almost finished. Alright. I appreciate everybody stopping by in the chat. That is the end of the stream. I'm never streaming again. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day.
I get super high and I wonder why the fuck I'm even here.
I appreciate everybody. W's in the chat. W stream. W stream. You lucky I fuck with you, bro. Cause I would have ended this bitch, but I fuck with you, so we gonna come back. Alright, we right back into it. You right back into it. Alright, we right back.
So there was cash on property.
I'm playing. I would never end on you, baby.
So
I gave all the
who
information
was it
to.
supposed to be coming from? Who was the family member?
I get
Marcus,
super high.
Jonathan Riley?
Was a brother or
uncle?
That was an uncle. Okay. Did he live
in Ireland?
Why the fuck I'm
How did it get? Is
here?
it starting to be that the lawyer is starting to give him like a time that he's coming to Minot?
Yeah. That's pretty much when he kept saying, I'm going to show up at this time. And Steve would ride down there, and he wasn't there. And then you get the email.
So after multiple times, like after the first time, I'm not going back over there to link up with you after you flaked on me.
Later and then later.
Okay.
The detectives would spend the next 25 minutes trying to understand Ina's timeline for the day they planned to receive the inheritance. Whenever she gave a time for when the group went to the airport, she would
How long is your bed? I don't think that question is appropriate.
conveniently change that time entirely, just a few minutes later. But
The
one
fuck?
detail would stay the same. Unlike her original claims to officers on the day of the murder, she would insist that Steve had never gone to the airport, but rather Wes had gone instead to represent Steve. This was confusing, but Ina's reason as to why Steve couldn't make it to the airport would make just as little sense.
Because he was drinking beer all day, he was working in the garage, he was spray painting his truck, you know, with the doors and the windows closed, barely drinking any water.
So he consumed almost a case of beer in.
Oh, he
She's a fucking liar, bro. Can you see the sit up? Oh yeah, I got you. got you. All right, this is the setup right here. All right. Ignore the hole in the wall. I don't know how that got there. Oh wait, hold on. You wipe off my camera a little bit so you can see a little bit better. So, let me turn this light on. I don't know if that's doing much for you, but so we got my laptop right here. Got my mic. Boom. Got a stream deck. Good little stream deck. I got the light right here. That John be bending and shit, just like my dick. I got my other light right here. I got, you know, important items and shit over here. Other important items and shit. Bunch of clothes on the floor. Yeah, that's pretty much my setup. My glut up. That's pretty much my glut up, bro. Like, really, like my setup where I watch porn and shit is like a lot more like detailed. It has a lot more shit in it. And things of that nature and shit, but like, cause this is like really a calm setup. God damn, nigga, stop going over there, bitch. Ass nigga. Oh no, this ain't lotion. This ain't lotion. This is Method Man body wash. This is not lotion. Nah. It's not lotion. And it's also unopened. You thought you had one. Thought you had one. Nah. Not today.
Drink more than that.
Not today.
Pay attention to Ina here. She's carefully crafting a story to deflect suspicion, but the detectives came prepared.
I've seen him drink a couple cases.
But on that day,
Yeah, it was a case of beer.
from probably 6 or 7 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon, so 5 to 6 hours. Does that sound right?
Probably.
Okay. Did you drink anything else?
Just a glass of water and his tea. I made iced tea because he begged for iced tea.
Steve had no traces of alcohol in his system the day of his death.
Yeah, but he like
Proven by a blood test and toxicology. So detectives know.
So you think they tested him for the fucking antifreeze shit, but you don't think they know they would check his alcohol levels? When a nigga's throwing up and passing out, that's probably the first thing a nigga check. The alcohol levels. What is she talking like?
Oh, clearly, Ina is lying through her teeth.
This bitch is a horrible liar.
Here, okay, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. You told the paramedics when they were
Pizza is 8 minutes.
Afternoon that he had been drinking till 5 in the morning. That he'd been consuming alcohol. That's on body cam. Okay, you said he was drinking all day the day before, and that he drank his last drink at 5 a.m. Okay, and now you're telling me he didn't drink. That's not what you say on this video.
That's not what you
Okay?
said.
I want to see this video.
Okay, well, I'm not going to show you the body cam. I'm just telling you that that's what's on there. There's reports that Wes came to the house that morning, and you said that Steve was at the walk-in clinic. He wasn't at the walk-in clinic.
Steve didn't want to see Wes anymore.
Okay, but Steve wasn't at the walk-in clinic.
He was at the hospital.
He wasn't at the hospital.
He was in the house.
With the ambulance when Wes showed up there.
That's not what's been reported to us. Wes was there prior to.
Catch her up, yeah. But put that pressure on that bitch, man. Tell that old bitch. Tell that old hoe she a killer, nigga. Fuck.
Realizing she's running out of options to defend.
Oh, she said I want a lawyer.
Was there prior to.
Now you want a lawyer.
I want a lawyer.
I couldn't be a detective. When you say I want a lawyer, I'd be like, you want a lawyer now? You were just trying to talk to me. Now you want a lawyer. I wonder why. I wonder why. Bitch.
Herself. And with the detectives closing in,
she's like,
to something
she ugly as fuck.
As a last-ditch effort, asking for a lawyer.
Am I being arrested?
Nope, you're not being arrested. We're just talking. So, but if you want a lawyer, we can stop talking right now. That's fine.
But I'm telling you the God honest truth.
God honest truth.
I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. I wish I was there. I wish I was with him.
I would have told her. You heard me. I would have told her. You heard me. Fuck you mean. Bitch. I ain't trying to hear that shit. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
I'm not his goddamn mom.
You asked for a lawyer, Ina, so we're just gonna end this now. Okay. I'm talking.
Now she's trying to act like she's stressed out, bro.
You guys are so unbelievable. Fucking weird.
The second Ina realized the detectives saw right through her story,
she wanted a lawyer. She folded. Now she's screaming, yeah.
Had finally realized her game was over.
She's cooked, bro.
Interrogation,
She's
Ina
cooked.
would roam free while detectives scrambled for concrete evidence that she had poisoned Steve. Ina would continue fighting for her innocence, making more deranged theories.
I hope she
such
goes
as
to jail.
drinking the antifreeze out of shame that the lawyer was a fraud, or that she had too been poisoned just months prior. Unfortunately for her, police managed to file a search warrant for apartment 912A, finding multiple alarming items. An old Windex bottle without a cap, containing a bright green liquid suspected to be antifreeze, as well as a Coors Light bottle containing antifreeze, found in the garage Steve had been working in that morning. This exact...
She didn't even clean it up. She poisoned this man and left all the proof in her house for days.
Coors Light bottle was what Ina used to poison Steve with. Antifreeze contains ethylene glycol, an ingredient that makes the liquid taste sweet. By mixing this with
It tastes sweet? Oh, shit. I didn't even know that.
Glycol, an ingredient
Glycol, anything with you know? Okay, of course.
sweet.
Somebody else in the stream? Oh, really? Yo, we got 3 people up in it.
Unable to tell this fatal substance apart from his typical morning tea.
That's
Additionally,
crazy.
by hiding the liquids in the dark Coors Light bottle, Steve was unable to see the bright green color of this drink. With all of this newfound, completely incriminating evidence, as well as the numerous lies and false claims Ina had told law enforcement, she would finally be arrested on October 30th, 2024.
Man, take that bitch in, man.
I know. Please lock up my house.
Yeah, we'll lock up the house for you.
I'll give you the keys, but
We'll lock the house up for you.
You going to jail.
So right. If we let you smoke a cigarette, you're gonna be decent?
Well, I'm decent all the time.
No, I never dealt with you, so just don't
Never
disguise
been
it.
arrested before like this.
Nah, she said I'm decent all the time. Nah, I mean, that is true. Some people do, like, bro. They like, they be super dependent on them cigarettes. Like, ooh, shit. You feel me? Like, they can't, they ain't decent without it.
Never done anything. I haven't done anything. It seems like I'm an easy scapegoat.
She talking about scapegoat, bro.
I'm an easy scapegoat.
They got a search warrant for your
I was
house.
gonna kill him. I would have killed him the day he lied to me and I found out he was doing drugs.
Just gonna grab your arm so you don't fall, alright?
And I would have done it physically, not
Physically?
yeah. I'm a physical woman, not a
You talking about physically.
Nobody out here to watch the dogs? Just you? No friends or anything?
only one here.
You have any friends at work that would take them? We just don't want them to die in there, alright?
Why? How long are you holding me?
We don't know. So we'll have our officers grab the dogs. We'll put a hold on them, alright?
6
My
months
not
following Ina's
police.
arrest, she would sit down in the courtroom for one final time, accepting a plea deal for the murder of Steve Riley. It had been a matter of principle for Ina throughout this entire investigation, staying true to her word no matter how delusional it sounded.
Wait. My pizza's here. Give me 1 second. Like literally a movie. But back to the video. All right.
But in this courtroom, Ina was left with no choice but to finally confess. Ina Thea Knoyer was charged with murder, intentional, knowing, or with extreme indifference of an adult victim. She was sentenced to life in prison. Her first chance at probation will come in 2050.
Ah, damn. Shit. God damn. It's 2050. Nah, justice served, man. It's really crazy how, like, bro, that's why I say, like, when you have something good coming for you, bro, like, you don't always have to run and go tell everybody, because people are really envious out here. They will, especially somebody like that you're already having problems with, that you're already getting. My bad, y'all. I heard a noise. I had to go investigate. I had to make sure it wasn't nobody in the, you know what I'm saying? The palace, the embassy. I ain't gonna lie. But nah, justice served, man. It's crazy. Keep it quiet, bro. You don't always have to let somebody, especially when it comes to money. Not everybody has to, nobody should really know how much money you make. Unless it's their job. Like you have like an accountant or something. Like, some stuff should just stay personal, bro. For real.